Alright guys, in this video I'm going to teach you exactly how to set up Google Ads for your pest control business. And we're not going to fuck around this video, I'm going to give you nothing but pure value. We're going to dive in and teach you the biggest mistakes that 99% of new business owners make when it comes to running Google Ads that you can avoid with ease by just watching this video, as well as the actual best way to set up the Google Ads account so you can do bid adjustments later on to get better and better conversions for your business, as well as I'm also going to show you the actual ad copy that I'm going to type out and do on this demonstration ad that you can actually take some great insight for, steal it if you want, and put it into your business because it's actually good copy and it gets high click-through rates and high conversion rates. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video and I'll show you everything I'm talking about. So where we are now is we're in the Google Ads dashboard. The very first thing that we want to actually do is find the keywords that we want to bid on and see exactly how much our competitors are paying to appear at the top of the page as well. Now this is a secret that nobody ever teaches in Google Ads tutorials or anything like that, but I do, so I've got your back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the left-hand side to tools, and then we're going to go keyword planner, and then we're going to click on discover new keywords, right? Most people in a tutorial will just teach you how to actually set up the campaign, blah, 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 and it's just shit. I'm going to actually show you everything, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually just type in a keyword that somebody would normally type in to find a pest control business like yours. So we're going to type in pest control near me, and we're just going to tap on enter, and then we'll just type in pest control by itself as well, just like that. And we're going to change this location because right now it's on Australia. We want to change this to our area, so our city. I don't want to target the whole of Australia because I want to actually get the most relevant data points for people in my area. So we want to know exactly how much the people in Melbourne are paying to appear at the top of the page. I'm talking about the other pest control businesses, and exactly what keywords are the best ones to actually bid on and appear for, because we don't want to waste money appearing on different keywords that are not relevant to our service. Otherwise, we're just going to be wasting a ridiculous amount of money. So once you put those in there, we're just going to tap on get results. And what we're going to do here is we're going to tap on this average monthly searches area. So this is going to bring down the highest search keywords out of the bunch. And right here, you can see the average monthly searches that these are actually getting. So 1,000 to 10,000 average monthly searches in Melbourne for this keyword, pest control near me. Now, don't skip this area because this is very important. Right now, we're going to click on all the keywords that we're going to use, and we're going to save these into our notes so we can use them in the Google Ads campaign. And I'm also going to teach you exactly how the actual Google Ads works, and this very important area here where it says top of page bid low range and top of page bid high range. All right, so we're going to copy this keyword and we're just going to paste this into Google, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So right here, I've got pest control near me. We're tapping on enter, bang. The very first thing we get is sponsored results. So sponsored results means they're ads, right? And this is a search campaign. So these things all here, this one, this one, this one, and this one, these are all different ads. And when I click on any of these ads for this exact keyword, pest control near me, I will be charging these people anywhere from $5.36 to about $20 per click. Google Ads works by clicks, so it only charges them when you click on the ad. No matter what bidding strategy they have up, it's always based off clicks. All right, so now that you know that, you need to remember the top of page bid range average for your keywords that you're going to use, because this is a very important metric later on when we do create the campaign. But when it comes to the actual ranking of everything here, as you can see, this person here, rat and mice control, is at the very top of the page. So they're most likely paying the highest amount, and then everyone else will be paying a slightly lower amount. Google Ads does rank your ads differently by, I guess, the better click-through rate and conversion rate and everything like that, but it's very, very small compared to just paying more money. If you pay the most money, 99% of the time, you're just gonna rank at the highest amount. Like this guy here, he's most likely just paying the most per click, all right? But here's a secret for you. The person who usually gets the most conversions isn't the person who pays the most per click. It's usually the second or third person, because most people click on the first result and then they window shop the next two, and they usually just go with the one that they end on last. So a lot of people actually waste the most money when you appear right at the top of the page. So you don't want to cap your bids right at that top mark like that. All right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to now tap on the top of page bid high range and bring this down. This is just going to show the keywords that have the highest top of page bid area. And if you're wondering why I want to see that, it's because this means that real pest control businesses are using these exact keywords. So what we want to do now is grab all these keywords like this. Now, just like that, I've selected all the keywords that have very high bids on them. Now, we do want to go through this and just make sure there's keywords that we actually want. And we want to remove any ones that don't seem fully relevant to us. Like this one here where people just type in wasp nest. We don't want that in our keywords, or rats and gardens. We want very action motivated keywords like this one, bird removal from roof near me, right? That's somebody who's got a problem and is looking for a solution. I wouldn't want to bid on cheapest termite inspection near me either, because you don't want to be the cheap guy, you're just going to lose. So I'm going to quickly go through here, remove all the ones that are useless and just keep all the ones that are good. So when you're actually going through these and removing some of the keywords that you don't want to bid on, it's because you don't want to really be bidding on ones that are just co-aligning with people just making dumb searches, or people just looking for products or anything like that. You just want things that are super relevant, like termite company, you know, that's clearly a business, a service business. Flick pest control near me, that's probably somebody else's business name, Flick Pest. So I'd just remove that one, because we don't really want to be bidding on other business names right now, because it is quite pricey. You'd have a separate campaign for that. But like when you see things like bee exterminator, they're clearly looking for a pest control service to come to them. Same with mice control near me. If anything says near me, exterminator, treatment, or removal, usually these are terms that people use when they're looking for somebody to actually come to their house and fix their problem. So that's what I'm doing here when I'm going through all these keywords and just removing the ones that aren't aligning well with the business. All right, so I'm pretty happy with all these keywords so far. I'm now just going to tap on copy, and we're copying all of these keywords directly to our clipboard. Now, I'm also going to paste these over in my notes, because we're going to be using these later on, but please remember the top of page bid high range and low range, and especially for the ones at the very top. But obviously, if you've got ones that get 10 to 100 views, you don't want to really care about this, but ones that have around 100 to 1,000 views, you know, you want to care, okay, people are paying around $30 for termite inspections, right? Because this is a pretty good keyword and it gets a lot of search traffic as well per month, right? So just remember the top of page bid for that one, and just every other one that has like a decent amount of search traffic as well. So now what we want to do after we've copied those and put them into our notes and remember the top of page bid high range, we're going to go over to campaigns, and we're actually going to start creating the campaign now. All right, so we're going to tap on new campaign and then tap on it again. The type of objective we're going to pick is going to be leads. And we want to go down to conversion goals and add in our phone call leads as well. Now, I do have a full video that breaks down exactly how to set up conversion tracking for your business. It's just linked right down in the description. It's a free video that's on YouTube as well. But right now in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to set up the campaign and everything like that. And then I want you, after you've seen this, go to the conversion tracking and then set up the conversion tracking afterwards, because it's not as important right now. You want to just get the campaign up and ready, because it takes a couple of hours to review and actually publish. So you have plenty of time to get the conversion tracking set up. So now let's go on to continue, and we're going to select the campaign type. The campaign type that we want is search, which is just when you go onto Google, search up a keyword, and then, you know, your business will pop up as an ad right under that. And the way that we'd like to reach our goals is website visits. So we're just going to fill in a random pest control business URL in here. So I'm just going to use Defender Pest Control. Obviously, you're just going to use your business. But for me, I don't actually have a pest control business. I just run a marketing agency and I run a lot of ads for pest control people. So I help them get a lot of work. So for this, we're just going to label the campaign pest control, and we're going to go and continue. Now, here's the very first mistake that 99% of business owners make when it comes to running Google Ads. Now, they focus on conversions when they have no conversion data in their ad account, which leads them to start Google Ads paying a ridiculous price to try and force these conversions onto this website without Google even knowing what your website particularly converts at. Right? So the best way to do this, and the agency way to do it, right? This is how I do it for my marketing agency, and basically everybody else does as well, is you start this on clicks and you set in a maximum cost per click, right? So what this does is it makes sure that it's not on a conversion focused bidding strategy where it can spend ridiculous amounts of money to get a conversion, right? It'll be spending like $80 per click to just get somebody to click on the ad and do all this. When if you focus on clicks instead, you can set in that maximum cost per click like this and actually train Google Ads on your own conversion data and then flip it over to a conversion focused bidding strategy later on. So if we go into here, you might be thinking, what's the maximum cost per click bid limit? It's what I was showing you before with the top of page bid high range. So we want to grab the average high range for us and then just make that the top of page bid, which for us was around $30, but I'm probably going to bring it down to around that $25 mark, just because it gives us enough wiggle room for every single keyword we've got in there. Now, Google won't automatically spend 25 every single click. You don't have to worry about this. This is just setting in a bid limit over all of the keywords so it stays at a certain level. So it doesn't ever spend over $25 per click. It's a guarantee. At least you know that now. Where if you don't set this in, it can spend a ridiculous amount of money to get a click. I've seen it happen a ridiculous amount of times, and you'll get a click that costs $80 and you'll be like, why am I spending this much money for just getting somebody to click on my ad and fucking window shop on my page, right? So do this, make sure you do it. When it comes to the individual keywords later on, you can also make bid limits as well on those if you need to as well. If you want to bring down bids for keywords that aren't converting that well, or increase bids for keywords that are converting really well. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the value that I'm giving you in this in-depth Google Ads guide. Look, if you do want an unfair advantage in your pest control business, I do have my advertising course linked right down the description. It shares all of my secrets that I can't share for free on YouTube when it comes to optimizing all of your accounts and getting the most profitable Google Ads and Facebook ads campaigns for your business. It even has all of my automations and templates as well, so you can plug and play and just steal exactly what I do, put it into your ads, and just get results within 20 minutes without having to worry about mass trial and error, because I've done it all for you guys. Now, if you're interested, go into the link, go check it out. But without further ado, let's just jump back into the video. So what we do now is we're going to tap on next, and we're going to remove Google search partners and display, just because these are horrible, really hard to track, and if you can't track it, you probably shouldn't spend money on it. So make sure to remove those. And then for the locations, I'm going to teach you the most advanced way to actually do this. So what we want to do is tap on enter another location, tap on advanced search, and you just want to type in one of your suburbs or towns that you live in. So I'm going to type in Chadstone, and we're going to tap on include. And then what we want to do now is tap on show all areas. And now we can actually include all these areas like this all around us. Now, this is the harder way to do your targeting, but it is the better way, because I can increase my bids there to get more clients from Burwood, because obviously it's a really good area for pest control. And just say Mount Waverley down here was getting really poor conversions. Like, not many people were converting. It was just kind of wasting my money in this area. Just say it's a very poor area. Let's just say that. I could actually decrease my bids so I spend less money there, because what's the point on spending money on all these clicks if they're not leading to conversions? So this is why you want to set it up this way, by targeting individual areas like this. But if you are lazy and don't care about your Google Ads account, well, you want to go over here to radius, tap on pin mode, and just drop a massive ugly pin like this, and then you can increase and decrease the size of it like this. I don't recommend doing this way, but I'm here to help the lazy people out as well. So if you want to do it that way, you can, but it just stops you from having that advanced, cutting edge bid adjustments later on for your Google Ad account. So let's tap on save. Now, the worst mistake anyone could ever make on Google Ads for a service-based business like pest control is this one mistake. And I spent thousands of dollars burning money because of this mistake, so you don't have to. So what you got down here is the location options. Oh my God, Google, I hate you for doing this. It automatically selects you on presence or interest. Why? Why? It should be on presence, people in, or regularly in your included locations. If you have it on this first one here, you will get random people from different countries able to see your ad. If you live in the States, I shouldn't be able to see your ad. Otherwise, I'm going to tap on the ad, call you, and try some of my marketing service or something. Obviously, I'm not going to, but like, that's what happens, right? I also run a service-based business as well. Like, not only my marketing agency, but I also run a service-based business as well. And it annoys the shit out of me, like, when I see people spending all this money on Google Ads and they're getting random scam calls from different countries, and they're also tapping on their ads and spending their money as well. You don't want this. If they don't live in your area, right, you don't want them clicking on your ad. And yes, you may miss out on the 1-2% or whatever of people who are just out in a different country at the moment, but they're looking for pest control in Melbourne for their, $10 billion property that they don't live out at the moment because it's a holiday house, right? That does happen, right? It's a very rare thing that happens, and you may miss out on that, but trust me, you'll save tens of thousands of dollars by actually just getting people that are high quality in your area. So yeah, make sure to have this clicked as this. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of money on useless clicks from people in foreign countries or just different areas who are just window shopping heavy. Okay, so you can thank me later for that one. And now we're going to go to audience segments. So this is the same with the actual location areas where you can do bid adjustments later on. We're going to go through here, and all the ones that say based on advertisers like you, you're just going to select them. If you're lazy, you can just go through and select all 27 like this, and just make sure to leave this on observation. You don't want to have this on targeting. Now for more settings, you can add in your ad rotation, you can have your ad schedule, so if you only want to run through the weekdays and when you actually work, or you can have it just running all day forever. So I typically just leave it on all day, unless you've got like an admin team that only works during the week. I find you get a lot of cheap clicks and more clients on the weekends because, you know, they also have time off as well. So now we're going to tap on next, and we're going to go through and skip this. I do actually like it, but sometimes it messes up the campaign, then you have to restart everything. I don't know why. Google, it's $1 billion company, yet they fuck this up, and I don't know why. So we're just going to skip, and we're going to put in our keywords that we copied earlier. Before you paste in your keywords, just quickly go to ChatGPT, paste them into here, and go change all these keywords to exact match. Just like this, and this will save you a bunch of time and effort in changing all of these. So what this is doing is putting brackets around the keywords like that. All right, so we're going to go through and just take all these keywords like it has here. We're just going to copy them all. We're going to go over to keywords and then just paste them all in like that. Now, if you're wondering why did you put the brackets on it, it's because it makes it exact match keywords, right? There's 3 different types of keywords. We have broad match, phrase match, and exact match. So broad match just means anyone can search anything slightly related to your keywords. So they can search up anything slightly related to pest control. They could just have a search term that has pest in it, and then your ad might pop up, which is not what you want. You want people who are actually searching these exact things, right? And then you have phrase match that just gives you a little bit different variations on this. And then you have exact match, which is the exact term, right? We want this exact term and only this exact term, right? Obviously phrase match has the exact term and then extra. This is just the exact term, okay? So that's what we want, because we want to be high quality as shit and only find people that are actually searching up these exact things. We only want our ads to appear for them, all right? So once you've done that, we're going to go down into the ad, and this is where the magic happens. This is what we're actually creating that people can see and click on. So we're going to go into calls. We're going to put in our phone number just like this. When people search up your service on Google and they're using a mobile phone, an ad will appear looking like this. They can tap on the ad and it will take them directly to the website, or they can actually tap on the number and call you directly from the ad, which is absolutely amazing to have. So make sure you have it in there. Tap on apply. Now we're going to go through the headlines. And I do want to say before we do this, do not worry about ad strength. This is a ridiculously stupid metric that is a waste of time, okay? It doesn't matter if it says it's poor. 99% of my ads say poor, but they perform unbelievably well. And it usually is just based off how many headlines and how much control you give Google, like everything like that, right? So if I just punch in a bunch of different headlines in here, it'll just increase the actual ad strength, but it doesn't mean the ad's better for the actual consumer. It just means it's better for Google because it has more data to go with. Now, what we want to do is control the absolute shit out of it and pin headlines and everything, because this is the best way to actually do it, because you want to know what words are converting what people. So what actually works and what doesn't work. If you just leave this all up to Google, it'll take you 10 months to figure out what headline worked. Okay, so it's a lot easier to go this way. So let's put in some headlines right now, some really banging good ones that actually convert people. So I'm going to start this off with an absolutely killer headline that nobody ever tells you about. So if you've been watching this video and you've stuck around this whole time, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to share with you one of the best keywords out there, which is a keyword insertion. You use a squiggly bracket, keyword insertion, and then you just type in one of your keywords here. So I'm just going to paste in pest control near me and put this on title case. This is just a default headline. So what we're going to do now is tap on apply. What this does is it actually takes your keywords up here, and whichever one the person searched into their search bar. So as you can see, bee removal service near me, that's one of the keywords that we've got up here, right? And it's taken that directly and chucked it right as the first headline. And this is the best way to get very high click-through rates, is by having the most relevant ad to what the searcher is searching, and you can't be any more relevant than what they actually type in the bloody search bar. So that's a really killer first headline, and I always keep it pinned. And then you can have a bunch of different second headlines that you can just rotate around. So here you go, here's some secondary headlines for you, just to show you exactly what these like as well. I'm just gonna pin these all in position 2 as well, and it'll just rotate through these ones to find which one is the best, right? Now, what I like to do is I usually just have about one of these pinned as second position, just because I like to do A/B testing to really know what's working, what's not working, where I'll have 2 different campaigns, I'll run them against each other. One will have, you know, safe and licensed technician is pinned as number 2, and the other one will be, you know, fast pest control services pinned as number 2 instead. Right? This way I'll know which layer of words actually work best when I have them set up together, right? And this is how you get better and better Google ads. So as you can see here, removal service near me, local pest control experts. Now what we want to do is actually make the descriptions now to make these amazing as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to remove all these ugly ass ones that they've already got here, and we're going to make good ones. Bang, here's our new descriptions, ones that are actually good. I put a lot of time and effort into these, so let's have a look at how they look on the ad. Termite protection near me, fast pest control service, get rid of pests fast, ants, spiders, rodents, cockroaches, and more, removed safely. Free on-site quotes, fast and reliable service with a satisfaction guarantee. Bang, absolutely killer ad. You can also call us right here, and there's different site links as well to different parts of our site, which is right down here in the site links area. This is where you can just edit different areas of your site and just link it in here. As you can see, it's already automatically done it for us. Thank you, Google. But what we want to do now is put in some images. So if you've got images on your website, you can just go to website and social and just use things like this. I honestly would just use real photos. I wouldn't use any of these photos here because, I mean, that's fake as shit. So I'm not going to touch that. I'm also not going to have the logo in there either. It just doesn't look as good when somebody sees it on an ad. If you have photos of real pest control, of you doing the job or your work crew doing the job, put them in here. Or you guys at least standing out front of one of your work utes or something like that, so they actually know who they're hiring when they're going to get people out. Don't use ugly ass stock photos like this or just your logo or anything like that. It's not going to work. All right. So what we're going to do now is just scroll down, and you can put in call outs. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother. They're just little extra bits to your description. Wouldn't waste my time. Promotions, if you've got any promotions, if you've run a discount currently. Don't bother with pricing, messages, structured snippets. Do not use lead forms. These are horrible. Trust me on that one. And we're going to go and tap on save. Now what we want to do now is tap on next, and we're going to put in our budget. Now what I recommend as an agency owner is to usually spend around 10x whatever the maximum cost per click is. So if the maximum cost per click is $25, you want to spend around $250 daily, because this means you'll guarantee at least 10 clicks per day. And if you've got a good website, that's a 30% conversion rate. You'll get about 3 different quotes per day. And obviously, Google Ads isn't going to go and spend $25 exactly on every single click. You'll get a lot of clicks that are around $15, $10. So you actually get more around the 15 to 20 clicks mark at that day rate of ad spend. So you'll get more than actual 3 quotes. You should get around 4 to 5 potentially. Now, this is how I recommend setting it up. Obviously, if you're not that big of a business and you don't have that much money, just setting a custom budget to what you can do, and then you can lower down the maximum cost per click as well if you can't spend that much. It's not that big of a deal, guys. But obviously, since this is just a demonstration ad account, I'm just gonna put this on $5 so I don't forget that I have a campaign up and running and it's taking $200 out of my account to go send it to somebody else's business like I've done beforehand with one of these tutorials. So we're going to set on custom budget as $5, go to next. Now all you want to do now is just publish the campaign. And you might get a warning in the bidding zone over here. You might get a little warning sign. It's just because we're focusing on clicks, not conversions. Do not stress about this, guys. As you can see, I just got the warning sign just then. Don't stress about it. Just confirm that this is your account, and then just obviously just publish the campaign. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Look, if you did win that unfair advantage and you did win my advertising course, it's linked right down below in the description. I'll share everything that I can't share for free on YouTube, and I promise you it'll be the best investment you ever make for your business.